Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. You join me on my way to one of my jobs today. I have two cars to do, a Range Rover and a Tesla, inside and out jobs. You are probably wondering what you're doing seeing me here and not on the Shifting Metal channels, Shifting Metal 2.0 channels with Joe and the rest of the team. This is my personal YouTube channel. You will be seeing some content coming on here, many videos of everything from your in and out details, products, instructions and reviews, things like that. And then maybe a couple of videos a bit like this, where I sort of take you along on my day of detailing. It would be brilliant to hear what you guys are interested in seeing from me on this channel, so drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe, all of that, to see some more videos from this beautiful face right here. We are probably about 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away from this job. I'm probably going to show you a few things that differ from the usual stuff that you have seen me doing at Berrow or down at the farm with Joe, and sort of show you my setup a little bit, the sort of things that I use, take you through a few of the little bits that I've got to do today and things like that, show you a nice before and after, and hopefully, yeah, we'll get a nice little video out of this and I hope you all enjoy. We have two cars to do today. It is a Range Rover, a black one, and we have a Tesla as well. Both these cars kept in very lovely condition, which is always nice to see. It means that we can get on with the finer details and make things look extra perfect. The difference between this and what you guys have usually watched me use, I'm going to run through some of my personal equipment today. So my personal choice of pressure washer is the AVA Evolution P60. This is a very, very highly rated pressure washer, different to the cartridges that I use down at the Shifting Metal channel and all that good stuff. It's really good. It comes with all your attachments, very, very consistent pressure, all that sort of thing, all of the good bits, nice brass fittings on everything, nice warranty that comes with it, and it's very, very highly rated. This may be changing in the near future for more industrial style pressure washer, based on just an increase of work that I've got coming in and needing something that's just a little bit more fitting for that. This, at the end of the day, is still a weekend style pressure washer. Very, very good nonetheless. However, there is just obviously the odd wear and tear that comes along with using something on a very, very regular basis for quite as much as I usually do. So that may be switching out in the near future, but as it stands, that is currently my setup pressure washer wise. We've got our obviously stubby lance and all that sort of thing that you usually see on detailers things nowadays. It's yeah, all in all, nice compact unit, cables all tie up very nice in there, no need for wrapping things up, everything's on reels. It's very, very lovely. Moving over to our product range. So in terms of hoovers go, there is obviously many out there on the market. A lot of people like their Henrys. I have got the industrial style wet and dry vac from SDS. It's a nice cheap hoover, performs absolutely wonderfully. Very good for all this sort of stuff. It doesn't mind the extra bit of grit and dirt and stuff, usually used on site work, so things like that. Overall, love it. Performs very, very well for everything I need it for, so no reason to switch up on that one. For slightly harsher stains and more in-depth wet vacuum work, I have a different pressure washer that I don't have with me at the moment, purely because that's not something that needs to be done on these jobs today. So this is more than man enough for anything that I need it for on today's set of work. Very, very good price, very good value for money, and yeah, performs very, very well. So as for the products we are using today, we've got my range of things I like to use. Everything from our snow foam cannons for our pre-wash stages, shampoo applications, and our sealant, spray-on sealant waxes for our normal everyday sort of maintenance style washers, as opposed to our hard wax that is kind of a bit of an optional extra I like to offer. And then our pre-wash stages from our citrus pre-wash, wheel cleaners, snow foam, shampoos, tyre dressings, things like that. So we'll pull some of them out, have a quick look at them, sort of explain why I use these and why they're a little bit better than other products that I might have used or that might be out there on the market, and then yeah, we'll look at the jobs we've got today. So first up on the list, we are going to go through my wheel cleaners and citrus pre-wash. I personally at this point in time use Styranogloss for that sort of stuff. I think they're wheel cleaner is very, very, very good. It's a very strong formula, quite a safe formula, not 100% pH neutral, but it's very, very slightly on the, I want to say, acidic side. However, very, very good, very, very safe. Still good for use on paintwork as a fallout remover. It is a bleeding wheel cleaner, which is always nice. I know that's something that everybody loves for the old Instagram and things like that. But yeah, that is a very, very good wheel cleaner that I will show you in a second. And then again, I use Forced Citrus Pre-Wash from Gloss as well. It's a very, very heavy hitting citrus pre-wash that works very, very well for your build-up of traffic film and all your bug spray and things like that. Use it for a while now, quite happy with its performance. There may be something that I switch out for in the future if something comes along in a similar price bracket, or if it's really worth the extra money, but as it stands, that is my go-to for sort of pre-wash stages and wheel cleaners. Next up on the list of products we have got our shampoo and we have got our snow foam. I use the Maguire's Gold Class shampoo for the washes. It's a nice pH neutral snow foam, good suds, good lubrication, everything you want from a nice shampoo. Pretty reasonably priced, probably on the more expensive side for doing as many washes as I do, but as a home style shampoo that anyone can go and pick up, it is a very, very good high performing product. I really enjoy using it. It just is very nice. It doesn't have any like additives in it, in the sense of like silicone and things like that. It's just one of them that's not going to add a coat into your car that you don't need before you go and put a proper one on there anyway. So just sort of keeps the panel nice and, you know, lubricated, doesn't fill it with anything that doesn't need to, and just performs as it should for a shampoo. Shampoos are pretty good across the board, but it's just finding one that kind of works for you. There's some that aren't quite as, you know, strong in the detergent section, and they can just be a little bit harder to use for your slightly more filthy cars. This just tends to perform pretty well across the board, and I really quite like it for that. So that's kind of why I'm using that one. So for snow foam, I am using the Auto Glim Polar Blast. I quite like their Polar range. I don't use their Polar Wash because I've obviously got my Maguire stuff, but the Polar Blast is quite a good all-round snow foam. It's very, very good for, you know, pH neutral, all that kind of thing. Foams up nice, really encapsulates some of that dirt and pulls it off the car, which we'll see later on. And then yeah, it's just an all-round good snow foam at the end of the day. Works really well and can't really fault it. I use this in joint with the Polar Seal that we will use for our wax coatings on our sort of normal washers and things like that, and before you get into your sort of hard wax stages. Really, really good products. Really, really recommend them. Right, so last but not least, we have our sealant, our spray sealant, and our quick detailer for our finishing process. I use the Polar Seal spray sealant. This is just a very quick way of sealing up a car, making sure it stays nice for a little bit longer, gives you maybe like a month or so of protection, which is really nice. Allows it to just make things easier if I come back for a maintenance plan, and just keep that car looking just tip top, nice and shiny, nice gloss finish, all round quite a good product. Very easy to apply through a snow foam cannon, and yeah, it works very, very well. As far as quick detailers go, I use the Kosh Chemi finishing spray FSE. It's a very, very good product. It's got a limescale remover in it, so it helps with them water spots, to try and avoid some of that, you know, engraving of water spots and the hard watermarks that you get sometimes after washing a car. Very, very good product. Obviously, nice finish on it, and just good for that final wipe down, and helps with the drying process as well. Obviously, spraying a bit on your drying towel and just allowing that little bit extra lubrication and less friction between your cloths and your paintwork. Last but not least, we have our snow foam cannons. I am using the AVA specific snow foam cannons. These are specific ones, one that comes with the pressure washer in the kit, which is really nice, and then a sort of aftermarket one that you can buy separately, slightly higher capacity, and just gives a nicer foam pattern. I really enjoy that for my snow foam stages because it allows for a thicker coverage and just works a little bit better for that. The snow foam cannon that comes with the pressure washer, I tend to use for my sealant stage, just because it's not as important for a nice thick foam. So I tend to use that one when it comes to the sealant stage. That one works really well for that. So I tend to keep that one separate, just purely for my Polar Seal. Right, so we have just had some sudden downpour as I was moments away from finishing the interior on this Range Rover. Just going around, re-wiped a few of the panels that got a little bit wet whilst I was doing the interior floor mats. We are sort of finishing up on the interior on this one before moving on to the outside of the vehicle. Cars are kept in very, very nice condition, which is always nice to see. Makes my job and my life a little bit easier once I turn up, not spending hours scrubbing useless, pointless stains that don't need to be there. So it's more of a tidy up than things like that. But yeah, this is looking absolutely lovely. Interior pretty much tidied up on this Range Rover right here. We are now going to be moving on to the outside as per usual for a nice in and out detail on this car. Overall, this car is going to look absolutely fantastic once it is finished. The outside's a little bit grubby. Obviously, we've had some water and some rain fall recently, so there's a few watermarks on it and just general dust, but overall, very nice condition car. This is going to come up absolutely lovely. I'm excited for this. So we have gone round the wheels, we've done our wheel clean, we have done our snow foam, wheel cleaner, scrubbed them, done the tyres and all that good stuff. The car is behind me currently dwelling with some snow foam on. We have done our pre-wash stage with our 4 citrus pre-wash, and now we have snow foam. We're going to go around all them little nooks and crannies, bits like that, really get the outside of this looking at its best, ready for the monthly washes that this lovely customer wants us to do on a regular basis. So yeah, we're going to get on with this, get around all them little nooks and crannies, see all that dirt build up, fly out. It's going to be lovely, and then get onto our contact wash. Right, so we are wrapped up with the Range Rover. It's looking lovely. I'm sure there will be some nice clips of this in the video. It's looking very nice. All the outside is absolutely spotless again. The interior looking top form again. The interior is looking top form again as well, which is lovely, what we like to see, what we always strive for around here. So yeah, onto a winner with this one. Lovely looking car, obviously kept very well maintained, very nice, things like that. So going to be back on a regular basis, I think every 4 weeks, to cover this one and the Tesla. So yeah, onto a winner so far. I've just got the Tesla to do now. Going to probably just smash through that, get a couple clips of it, and then pop that one in the video at the end. Very nice car, very nice job. Having a good day. We are having some rain issues today, which is a little bit of a pain in the backside, bit of an issue due to the fact that having doors open, it soaks all your interior again. You got to re-wipe everything. Drying a car and then it rains again, you got to re-dry a car so it looks nice for customer. But yeah, apart from that, doing well. Having a good day. Bosh. We are all wrapped up here. The Tesla is looking absolutely phenomenal behind us. Inside's done, outside's done, nice wax coating on both cars. All in all, pretty good day, can't complain. Rain was being a bit of a pain in the backside, to say the least. We've had to slow down a little bit. Would have been nice to get the jobs done a little bit quicker, but hey ho, gotta make sure they're right. So yeah, both cars done, nice, both booked back in, well, we'll be back in for next month on a monthly maintenance rolling plan, just to get the best out of these cars, keep them looking as fresh as they can do, and you know, keep them looking nice for as long as possible. So that's all done, van's packed up, gonna finish up here, and then yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this and it doesn't turn out absolutely terrible. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe, and come back to see what I'm up to next. See ya.